Are you ready for the eclectic one? AKA Pat is here.
Everyone, what is up? Sorry, I had to, I had to bounce out of here real quick and get some of my sippy sip. So, Red Bull and seltzer. I've been drinking these since last night. Welcome to AKA Pad's live stream, where we just love this stuff. We love big ideas. We love imagination. We love things executed at a certain level. Marvel Studios changed the production game, the pre-visualization game, keyframe game, right? Essentially, these guys do keyframes and that's how they plot out the movie. And the entire movie is tested. They create a feedback loop during the entire process. And that's why we get so many leaks from the Marvel universe. While the Marvel Cinematic Universe, while they're just overall, they're also, we can kind of say that they are also. I'm losing my train of thought. Now, as they're creating the movie, they create a feedback loop, which is very much the Pixar method. It's an animation method, and so much leaks out. Oh my god, people! I am sorry, but so much leaks out from these movies, and that doesn't mean that not some of the leaks aren't also intentional or that they can't keep secrets, because we know they do. I mean, WandaVision will can prove that in 2 seconds. So why are we doing this? Well, a little bit is I thought there would be so much more attention around Thor, and I don't know. Like, I'm 50-50 on if it was a bad call when I did my video that we can trust Taika Waititi in making the sequel to Thor Ragnarok, Thor Love and Thunder. It's a quagmire, everyone. I don't know. It's like movies, they have so many ways of making money now. And if you connect the movie drops to spikes in like a Disney Plus subscription, look, Disney Plus is over 100 million subscribers. They can get a really good pop when Thor: Love and Thunder drops. Like some of that attributes and cuts away at the overall cost of the movie. But here's the thing: Thor Ragnarok undoubtedly is loved. I understand that people why they may not like the movie. I believe the Thor and Thor Endgame is far more harmful to the character than anything in Ragnarok. I think Ragnarok had stakes, lethal villain, all the good stuff. The Hulk coming in as a supporting character. There's so much to like about this movie. And I like watching. I watch a lot. So what are these books? Well, number one, they're expensive if it's a popular one. So when it comes to which one of these, the hierarchy, it's definitely the Art of Black Panther. Then it's the Art of Doctor Strange. Those are your 2 tiers of expensiveness. And then it's going to be Avengers Infinity War, Thor Ragnarok, Guardians of the Galaxy, the original Avengers, and Winter Soldier. And that's mostly it. Now, the one that's on the rise is Spider-Man Homecoming. That's approaching the $100 range right now. You can still get it for like $60. So here it is, people. That's a 300-page, a $300 cellophane wrap there. How amazing is that? So let's just get into it. So one of the reasons why I did want this, okay, is I just wanted to see. I had this before, and I didn't even look through it. I had this before, sold it, never took it out of the wrapper. So maybe I just bought the same. I bought the same one back, but it was so ironic I was able to obtain another one in the wrapper. But Thor Ragnarok is definitely influenced by Jack Kirby, and it took too many movies. Everyone it took too many movies to get a little bit of a Thor Ragnarok. To get some of that Jack Kirby flavor. I mean, you can kind of argue some of the tech in Captain America, the first Avenger, but this is just awesome. I love the colors. The green here pops so nicely. I love the font. So the font for Thor Ragnarok here, I know it's a custom font, but it's reminiscent of the Kiss font, which is double cool. So here we go. So these were the keyframes I was speaking of. They sit down, they pre-visualize, they storyboard, like however you want to phrase it. But they do these detailed, complete special effect keyframes, and by special effect I mean that they don't hold back. Like they do these keyframes as if everything's already greenlit in the movie. Like they add so much to some of these paintings, and these paintings have become legendary. Oh my God, look at the sprites for the table of contents. Oh my God, how freaking cool is that? Look at the suitor one. The suitor one's just but yeah, so I don't know. What is this? Taiki Watiki. What is this? Are these his drawings? There is just so much of. Oh, these are some of his drawings. Taya Tiki Watiki sketchbook. What? No way. Introduction. So look, he's like drawn. Oh, look, he's too freaking cool. Look, comic book origins. Not all of them. Some of them have these details, and I think this is new for these. They haven't done the intro with the comic book, part of it before. The Signs of Ragnarok. So I'm always confused by this movie because Thanos is on his way. Like during this movie, Thanos is on his way to destroy Asgard because he's taking out, everything from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. But like the Nova Corps planet, Xandar, right? Is it Xandar? But anyway, Thanos is coming. So if Ragnarok doesn't happen, Thanos is going to be Ragnarok, right? I mean, it's a little confusing because it's not like Asgard was going to hold up against Thanos. I do like this idea. Pursuiter skull on the back. And what is this exactly? What is this? What? Sorry, I guess this is Suitor before they had him designed. Right? Yeah, because here he comes. He comes in right here, and then here we go. Keyframe, the beginning of the movie right here. So that's a little bit cool. So the Avengers Endgame has a lot of the lost concepts, and not all of these have the rejected concepts. And my contention is that they reverse engineer what ends up on screen, and they fill up the book with it. Meaning, this is the suitor design that we fell on. Let's just show a couple variations of that, because I'm sure at one time they were doing a green one, right? They were experimenting and putting out all the ideas. You don't get too much of that sense, but dude, I love him being the skeleton and flaming up. Really strong stuff. And this is one of the things people absolutely love about Ragnarok, which is it does have like this idea of the fanciful, of the imaginative, of the thought out. But look at these, and these are great. So like they are including a lot. Look, black and white too. So I guess later he used the black and white skit in Love and Thunder. Yeah, see, like this is what I'm talking about. The absolute stretch of the idea. This one is just so effing cool. My mind is blown of the Taya Wiki Watiki sketchbook. Oh my god, I love that they featured that. All the little minions. These are just awesome looking. Dude, some of these guys, I mean, some of these are not on screen, but holy crap, they should. Like, look at that right here. Like, how does that not look like the Batman that laughs? Right? The dragon, right? We know how things end up with the dragon. The dragon does look like a Balrog, though. But I mean, like this is the world. Everything is lava, magma. It's the Amber's Hela, goddess of death. Let's see what they got here. So this is kind of cool. I love like this is almost like a beetle wing. That is cool. See, and this is where it gets a little like mind numbing. You're like, geez, like what happens? Like you gotta pick one, but geez. It's like you almost like don't want to pick one. New ideas with the horns. I like the silver ones. They're kind of cool. Look at all the blade ideas. Now, anyone out there, keep in mind, okay? Because I feel like I have to say it. This doesn't make you a creative person. These guys they're doing a job. Okay, if you have to produce something, anything works. Meaning, if you're making a comic book, the hell with blade designs. Just draw the blade and move on. Got some Odin here. I love Asgard. It's so depressing that they destroyed Asgard in this. Which I get it, but then they end up on Earth, and that's so stupid to me. That was stupid when they did it in the comics. Hell, it just looks awesome, though, right? I mean, look at these headpieces. Geez, so look at these lost concepts. I mean, they all work. Like, that's the other point. They all work. Dude, I love the crazy hair ones. Look at this one with the mohawk. Again, like they're able to experiment and pre-visualize without spending a dime other than the illustrator's time. Jeez, some of these are so wild. I'm like almost ashamed that I own this. I never looked at it, and I flipped it well because this went up in price quick. I think I bought two of them, and I flipped two of them, and I ran to like the Barnes and Noble here in Philly and bought them for $50 each, and I think I sold each for $150. Really cool stuff, though. Look at this soldier here. I mean, it looks a little bit like Loki. It looks like it has Loki's armor. It's like they with all the Asgard stuff, very good, but it is consistent from movie to movie. Like Thor's side of it until this movie, of course. You got Scourge here, another keyframe. That's what I mean. Like the keyframes just end up in the movie. the Walt Simonson. I mean, we know that. We know the scourge scene. They made Hela so freaking lethal. I don't know why. Again, people knock the villains. Hela is such a good villain. Look at this. With all the spears through her. Great origin. They explained it all. Sakaar. There we go. Dude, this is so free. Look, it's just like monochromatic, and then it's just like the pops of color. Yeah, here we go. All the Sakaar aliens. Jeez, look at this one. Look at this like mech suit. It's not so much of a mech suit, but yeah, whatever it is freaking awesome. The ships are great too because they are sideways, which I love. Scrapper 142. Dude, look at this Valkyrie design. So this is where, like, when people are like, well, you know, stay true to the comic, and no one has a problem with this, and this is nothing to do with the comic. Keep that in mind. Oh my! I love the blonde-haired one. They really do experiment with like the hairstyles, with the form, the silhouette. Look at Sakaar though. Too freaking cool. I mean, you can tell this is a animation too. There we go. Yeah, Sakaar is so unique looking. This is one of their absolute best worlds. It's absolute best worlds. Yeah, there we go. We have, I guess, like the palace, the arena. You can see too, like the idea that it's modeled over the champions. Look, and look, they're building the Hulk one. It's unfinished. Yeah, and then these guys are. I'm so surprised more of the background characters haven't gotten action figures of any sort. The Greymaster. Are we going to see a run of Jeff Goldblum haircuts? Kind of. I like this one with the monocle. The comic book one, right? I mean, like, they're trying to figure out how things will look on screen. And here's all of Jeff Goldblum as he's blue. Comic book accurate. So you can't act like they're not aware of this stuff. And what ends up on screen is by design, and it's selected. Oh, yeah, I forget this girl. But look at this one. This is all Kirby here. You know, like, when they were making that New Gods movie, where's all the production artwork for that? Just release that book. Dude, these are so... Look, this dude looks like Galactus. But look at this guy. The hell is that? Holy shit. Oh, my God. I mean, you would just buy a book of these guys. Contest of Champions. Beyond good, people. Beyond good. Look, and it's just ideas. Like, we have to select the best idea. Korg. Meek. Again, there's so much previs in this. So much conceptual work. Look at this, like the Scimitar. Not Scimitars. There we go. And you know what, too? The Thor with the makeup and the red paint, like running down the one side of his body. So freaking good. I mean, with all of these movies, including this one, like, how many different variations, like the on-screen variations, have we already had of Thor's helmet? This one's awesome. I mean, some of these belong in the Eternals. I love all the symbols here. Oh, look at all the different shields. Look, it's just like one pose. Look, and they size it up with the Thor. It's almost like a 1-to-1. And here we go, the arena. So many arenas in these movies. So it's like, which one's the best arena? The Tron one, Tron Legacy. I already answered that for you. Really cool. And check this out. They're in like a yellow room. And here's all the background. We see these in the background. These are the wallpapers, textiles, whatever you want to call it. Look at this headpiece. You know, like, and you say, like, oh, just go for it. Just do it. Just do it. Keep in mind, the Fifth Element did a lot of it. And the first scene of the Fifth Element, people can't figure out the turtle aliens. Like, after all this time, they still complain about the turtle aliens. The Hulks are nice, too. I like that Hulk has a similar makeup that Thor later had. So the Hulk stuff, you can just almost like breeze by. Some straight up storyboards. I just, like back during the DVD days, you get like the Animax, another keyframe here. You would get some of the DVDs would have the Animax storyboards. I remember X-Men had them, or I think like Judge Dredd had them. Escape from Sakaar, another fantastic sequence here. Look at all the red. Too effing good. Oh yeah, Thor's bed is the jaw of this giant dragon. I almost just want to get to the end to see. Oh my god, look at this. I just want to see if they have like spaceships. I kind of want to get, if there's one for Lightyear, I want that just for the spaceship design. There we go. And look at all the textures for the ship. The ship design in this movie too is just underrated, overlooked. But I just want to see if they have like a section of, this one's wild. You guys can see that. Just want to see if they have like abandoned concepts. Here you go, the Grey Master as the hologram. Another keyframe here. Nice keyframe. The keyframes are just, they're like, you can kind of see the keyframes integrated in the animatics. So if they're doing storyboard animatics and adding these detailed keyframes, once they get a design direction, when they start honing in on the look and feel of the movie, you almost have the whole movie right there. Hemdale, good ones for here. And then here we go, the giant bridge sequence that I absolutely love. Wow, look at the it's really monochromatic, lack of color, which works. Oh, look at the designs for the wolf here. This one is so freaking crazy. But so like, and this is how we know like you're in a movie, because we go from extreme color, right? We go from like color, and then we go to colorless for the finale. And we go, here's the keyframe we all wanted right there. Thor versus the giant wolf. Valkyrie, the great helmet stuff here. Like, again, too, a kind of a little bit of a callback with Thor. I love the faceplate one here, too. The visor here works. The makeup here. I mean, like, how do you pick? How do you pick? This is great, too. The flashback. Hela killing all the Valkyrie. The escape. I mean, look, they knew what they were doing with this movie. They took the right things from every single one of the comics. And keep in mind, like in the next 30 years, another person can mine the Walt Simonson comics and come up with a completely different take. This is awesome. When Hela grabs the ship, and I love that they don't explain like what some of this stuff is and what her like exactly what her powers are. There we go, Thor and Suitor. This is cool. You almost want to say this should have been in the movie. So there we go, King Thor. And then we have an afterword by Rob Liefeld alumni, Andy Park. Rob Liefeld alumni, and also Top Cow Tomb Raider alumni. Artist credits here. Very cool. Look, Walt Simonson gets only one page, page 13. Well, we didn't get a rejected concept section like in the Avengers Endgame, but crap, people, it's hard not to say that this book should not be reprinted. I think it's available digital for like $15. I nothing but recommend it. I think $300 is a solid deal for this even now. All right, people, signing out. Later tonight at the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock hour, we'll be drawing